Good morning, children. How are you doing? I hope that you are doing great. So, let's continue our lesson. Run, Bulbul, run. A very enchanting story, isn't it? Yes, indeed it is. Okay, so far we have learned up to section 2. Up to section 2. So, in order to bring back your memory, I would like to recap the synopsis of the topics discussed in section 1 and section 2. Okay, now in section 1 the story started when Ramzan's father has been thrown away from the horseback. He was indeed very angry and he wanted to sell the horse immediately when he finds a buyer. But Ramzan was very sad because he loves the horse and the horse loves him too. So they are very close friends and he did not want his horse to be sold. So father told him, okay, take it to the tourist center where we can get some tourists to ride on this. So we could understand that their business, Ramzan's father's business was only to hire the horse for a ride to the tourists. So they can sit on the horseback, take 1 or 2 photographs and enjoy. So they pay some money, that is what is their livelihood. Therefore, Ramzan sadly was taking his horse to the tourist center. In the meanwhile, on his way, he pleaded the horse, okay, Bulbul, please behave yourself. I love you and you love me too. If you want to stay in my house, you have better behave. Yes? Right. You have better behave. So it seems that it understood the language. So it neighed. You know what is the cry of how that horses do? Neigh. It neighed and rubbed his muzzle, means the nose, on his shoulder. In agreement, if they said, okay, I agree to this. He took it to the tourist center and immediately he got someone to hire it, and after finishing the job he collected his money and he sat there in the roadside tea stall and started drinking tea. When he was drinking the tea, he just looked up the sky and what he saw, he did not like it because the sky is getting grayer. It does mean that the sky is supposed to be blue, right? So when the sky is getting grey and dark, it does mean that there is something brewing, some storm is brewing. That means some storm is going to hit them soon. So watching that, he immediately fetched the horse and he told the tea stall owner, okay Baba, I am going. If I want to go home before I am drenched to the skin, means before we totally get drenched. So when he started his return journey, he heard the rumbling of thunder very close behind him. So he had to take a decision. If he takes the main road, it takes some time, he may get caught by the storm. Storm is following him fast. So he thought of taking a shortcut through the woods, hoping that he would reach home before the rain starts. That was the decision he has made. We have learned it. So he steered he guided the horse to the Kacha road. Kacha is cattle track where the cattle walk. It's not a road, it's a small little footpath. So through the woods, so he started going, and then he heard more rumbling sounds of thunder and lightning. The horse was very good. And it knows the track very well, but it was funk. Funk means confused. It was fearing at the rumbling sound of repeated thunders and lightning. Okay, so yet he was running. The full force of the wind was behind them, and suddenly they saw a series of thunders and lightning. And some lightning struck a tree very close by, and horse immediately stopped and it neighed frantically means nervously, and it was so much afraid to go forward. So this boy has tightened his reins. He assured him, okay, you are doing very better. Don't worry. He tried to causing the horse, will console the horse. Then someone he heard. When he looked up, he saw the lightning has hit a big mighty tree, and a huge branch was splitted, and it was slowly falling on him. Looking at him, he tried to escape, but before then, the branch fell on him, and it threw him onto the ground, and it pinned him under the heavy weight of the branch. Somehow, the horse trained its reins, got himself to escape, and this boy was pinned under the. So he tried to get up, but the branch was very heavy, and it started raining, pitter-patter raindrops, big raindrops, and it was growing time to time. Now it was raining heavily, and this boy was not able to lift the thing. He was trapped, pinned under the heavy branch. So then he thought, maybe, what is next hope? Maybe our Bulbul will go home and inform them such that some help will come. He cannot lift the branch. He needs somebody's help. So he urged Bulbul, please go and get us some help. Get me some help. So up to then they have learned. Okay? But the Bulbul did not want to leave him. It tried to push that branch. He could not do that. So it was very nervous. It was only just walking in front of him and neighing frantically, and it could not pull his master, his friend, away from the branch. And it was so much nervous. Before the horse could move. Now section 3. Please open your textbook, page number 84. Before the horse could move, the branch struck Ramjan on his shoulder, and he was thrown off the saddle and flung on the ground. As I explained, the branch fell on him before he could move. Make the horse to move. Okay, chalo. Horse was standing. Before he could make the horse to move, the branch fell on him, threw him down to the ground, and it fell on him, pinning him. He was thrown off the saddle and flung to the ground. A wild mass of leaves and twigs. Wild mass of when the tree branch falls, there are a lot many leaves. And twigs means small boughs are called as twigs. The wild mass of leaves and twigs buried him. It buried him, pinned him down, and held him captive. Captive means a prisoner. He was imprisoned like, you see, he could not move. Bulbul, he muttered helplessly. He could not speak loud also. He said, Bulbul. Simply muttered. Muttered means speaking in a low sound. Muttered. Bulbul, he muttered helplessly. He is not able to, he is helpless. He could not lift it. Helplessly. As sharp pain shot through the left side of his body. Left side. Then maybe something poked into his body. So he got severe pain in his left side. High above him, another flash of thunder tore through the sky, and then the rain began to get down. And immediately after that, one more lightning struck very close by, and then the rain started. Big drops, pitter-patter rain drops. The pelting means actually throwing stones. Like stones it is falling, it's very heavy rain drops. And then the rain began to pelt down, pouring down, soaking the ground. Ground is getting completely wet, and everything around him, soaking the ground and everything around him. And Ramzan mourned deeply. Mourn means M-O-A-N. Mourn means making sound making low sound in pain. In Telugu we call it as Mooragatam. He said. Ramzan mourned deeply. He did not feel the rain. He did not feel the rain, nor did he hear the horse who snorted and whined pitifully in an attempt to rouse himself. And rain started heavily, but his mind is not regarding that one. He was in deep pain. Nor he could see how this horse was whinnying pitifully. The horse was whinnying, means it's neighing pitifully. Why she wants to pull him, lift the branch and rescue his master, but it's of no use. The branch was too heavy for the horse also. When he opened his eyes, the storm had spent its fury and he was unconscious. He fell unconscious. When he opened his eyes after some time, the rain had spent its fury. The storm has spent its fury. The storm has reduced. Fury means anger. Fury means anger. When he was struck by the lightning, the storm was very angry, shouting, thundering, lightning. Now he fell unconscious. When he gained his consciousness, he saw that the storm has spent his fury. Now it is not hot at all. It was not hot at all. Means in the sense that he was not very angry. The storm slowly reduced. And then Ramzan tried to free himself from the tangle of green. Tangle means forest like. Okay? Big heap. He opened his eyes. Once again he tried to free himself from the tangle of green. Tangle means, as I told you, it's a big heap of green. Leaves, twigs were there covering him, burying him. He squirmed and twisted. Squirmed means is a new word for me, I am sure. And for you, S-Q-U-I-R-M-E-D. Screamed means ringing. Scream means ringing. What is ringing? When you are sleeping, you just move this side and this side. And when your brother or sister is pushing you, you move to some other side. Okay? That's called ringing. A snake is wriggling into the hole. Okay? Likewise. Wriggle means move, straining yourself to move. Okay? So, he screamed and twisted his body under the heavy load. When somebody puts some bed or pillows and all, how do you come out? You wriggle to come out of the heap, right? So, he screamed and twisted his body under the heavy load. And then with almost superhuman effort, he pushed himself up and called to the horse. Then afterwards he took his deep breath like a superman, like superhuman, push it to aside. Then his all energy is spent. Now he is become again. And then he called, Bulbul, Bulbul, help, he said. The horse appeared from nowhere. The horse is nearby only. Then he was unconscious. When he called Bulbul, Bulbul, help me, then it has come. That means it was nearby only. And he lowered his head and muzzle to the injured part. Slowly, he lowered his head and muzzle. Muzzle means the front portion of the mouth. So, and he lowered his head and mouth, muzzle to the injured part. Then this boy, he thought that he was all alone. He thought the horse has left him also. But when he called Bulbul, Bulbul has it bent and tried to rub his face. So he got new energy. At least somebody is there with me. I am not all alone. Then he knew that he wouldn't be able to mount the horse. Then he was free, got himself free from the branch already, but he was stuck somewhere outside. So he was too weak, maybe he was bleeding, we do not know, but he understood, he tried, but he could not get onto the horse. He could not get onto the horse, he was totally injured. He knew that he wouldn't be able to mount the horse, means climb on the horse. He had to wait till someone found him. So what is the next order? Somebody, he needs someone to find him and help him to get onto the horse. Otherwise he alone himself cannot get onto the horse. But nobody knew where he was. If somebody comes and help him, very good, he can also climb with their help. But nobody knows where he was. Nobody knew where he was. They wouldn't know where to search for him. They do not know where he was. They thought that he was coming on the main road, but he took the shortcut. Nobody knows. It takes some time for them to find him. By then he get a house. Okay? Then he said, then he called. He touched the muzzle of the side of the horse. Raja Bulbul, Raja Bulbul. He called him. Pet name, Raja Bulbul, Raja Bulbul. So the boy, he cried for some time. Then he only source of help is Bulbul only. Then he called Raja Bulbul, and he soaked. So he soaked. Then the boy, what shall I do? Raja Bulbul, what shall I do? I cannot move. I need someone to help. Nobody knows where I was. So the horse neighed softly. Horse tried to listen. Okay, like that. So it neighed softly. It neighed softly, and then moved restlessly, trying to urge his master onto the saddle. Then he tried nervously, just tried to push him, make him to sit. Then somehow he was trying to get in front of him, but this boy could not. And he again fell back. So it was very nervous. Then this boy understood. If he stays for a long time, he would die. He said, Bulbul, Bulbul. Ramjan said urgently, listen to me, Bulbul, listen to me. Don't try to lift me. You had to go home. Okay? You had to go home. Raja is stressed. Home. The girl, the horse was looking at him. You have to go home. Then he said, home. You have to go home. You had to call father. Understood? Bring him here. Okay? Get him, please. The horse was looking at him as if he did not understand him. He could not understand. The horse stood still. He was breathing rapidly. He was also excited. It was also breathing. Then his eyes were fixed on his master. Whether he can understand Hindi, English or something, but he was looking at his master, trying to look at his lips, what he is going to say. And our eyes twisted backward and forward, and his ears were moving backward and forward. So it wants to listen to him carefully. Okay, it ears twisted backward and forward restlessly as he tried to follow each Ramjan's process, trying hard to follow what this gentleman is telling, what this Ramjan is telling. Ramjan understood. This horse could not understand what I said. Bulbul, he called, pulling the horse head down. He caught the head and pulled it down. Bulbul, and patting him. He patted means just loving him. Okay? He patted on his sides, patting him lovingly. Okay, beta. Raja Bulbul, run home as fast as you can. Okay? Then bring father here. The horse is saying, yes, bring father here. Okay? He let go of the reins and he left the reins. Reins means we tie the horse with the mouth, we just steer it, right? Okay, that's called reins. He let go the reins and ordered, go home now. Bulbul, run, Bulbul, run. The other swam of pain. But then again, he has spoke with a lot of strength. But now again the another spam of pain started. Means he got exhausted. He fell down and he was unconscious. The horse stood rigid. Rigid means still. Rigid means still. The horse could not understand what he exactly said. He was trying to guess. No, he is not speaking. He fell down again, unconscious. The horse stood rigid. His nostrils were flared and his magnificent body trembled. And he could not understand. His nostrils means this after. And it was magnificent body trembled. Trembled means it was out of excitement. The body was look at me. The body was look at me. His nostrils were expanding and his body was shivering. Tremble means shivering. But he did not know. He did not want to leave Ramzan there. Ramzan had one last time. Again Ramzan opened. One last time. Go home, Bulbul, bring father. Go home, Bulbul, don't look at me. Go home and bring father. Then horse stepped back and gazed his master with a large puzzled eyes. He could not really understand. He just took a step back and looked at his master. The puzzling eyes means puzzle means confusion. He looked at him with the puzzled eyes. Go! Cried Ramzan. Then this time he said, harsh, go! Ramzan, please! Bulbul weighed on his legs and wheeled and then he understood. Go! Fetch father! Run! These three words maybe she couldn't understand. It stood on his hind legs and it neighed frantically, then turned back and started running towards home. Started running towards home. The horse galloped. I told you what is galloping. Galloping means walking, trotting, or galloping. Galloping means running at the highest speed. The two places are exactly right. Okay? It galloped through the night. Twigs and branches whiffed his body. That is running. The branches and the twigs, they are whiffing him. They are whiffing, touching, and running through the woods. How it will be? Every time it's a creepers, the twigs, the leaves, everything will touch your body. And okay, twigs and branches whiffed his body. It means beating his body, scratching his coat. He got scratches also. Thorny branches, the leaves scratching his coat, tugged at reins. Sometimes if the reins are loose, isn't it? They are pecking the branch. Then you stop it. Again, it is shaking his head and getting it free. Then it tugged at the reins, hanging loosely on the side. He ran at great speed, jumping over the rivulets. Rivulets means small rivers. Rivulets. V-U-L-E-T-S. Means small streams. Small streams coming down the hill because it was rain heavily. So it was jumping across the rivulets. Okay. Crossing rickety wooden bridges. Rickety means not very strong. Not very strong. Rickety bridges, wooden bridges. A small little stream, people make it as bridge out of wood. We can only balance and walk. It's not very strong. Okay? And it was jumping across the rivulets, crossing the rickety wooden bridges, and mountain streams. It was simply not stopping. It was running like an express train. He did not stop. He charged on and on till he reached the village. Did not stop until he reached the village. The house thundering. What are the hooves? The feet of these are called hooves. Gittal. Okay, heart. The hooves and hooves thundering galloped straight into the courtyard. And when it's running on the road, it was thundering. It was like a thunder on it. It was running very fast. It has come. And straight into the courtyard. Courtyard means the empty place before the house. And it stopped in front of the house. It reared up again and breathed loudly. Again he got on his hind legs and wind. Wind means neighing with a high frequency. And he whined again and again till the door opened. He started whinnying. Whinnying means neighing at high speed. Okay, so it wind until somebody opened the door. Right, and Ramjan's father cried. So door was open. Why the horse whinnying? Maybe my son has come, he thought. So he opened the door and he came with the lantern. Who? Ramjan? He saw the horse. But he thought, where is my son? Ramjan, he spoke to the rain, thinking that he was coming down. Ramjan, he called into the rain. Is that you, boy? Is that you, boy? Only the heavenly snorting of the horse was heard, and cut off his hooves as he shifted nervously. So, only snorting sound has come. Only that snorting sound has come. And it was dancing, because the baby is not standing in one place. The sound of hooves only heard. Okay, the horse drew closer and stood before him. The horse drew closer and stood before him on trembling legs. It came forward and it was standing right in front of him, and it was a bit nervous. So his legs were trembling. Trembling means shaking. Okay. It is moving. So from house, the mother must have asked, Konaji, something like that. She said, it's only Bulbul. Shouted back to the father. It's a Bulbul. Ramjan mother cried. Bulbul? Ramjan? Where is Ramjan then? She suspected something went wrong. She said, oh Allah, what happened? What happened? Oh Allah, what happened? She said, then what happened? I shall tell you in the next episode. Till then, keep reading the textbook. I shall come back soon, a little while. Soon after a while.